everyone. Welcome to the live. I am Chef Walker-Barrett for those who don't know me, and today I want to share with you, some Jamaican stuff. So I want to show you how to make some tamarind balls. When last you guys have any tamarind balls? Or are you curious on how it is done? Well, if you are, I'll show you exactly how that is done. I am also going to be showing you how to make a cake, but we're going to put our cake in a jar. Putting cakes in jars is not new. It's an old trend that is, coming back around, but it has been around for a while, for a long time. So I'm going to be making a banana cream pie. That's the name of the cake. So it's banana cake with pastry cream. And then we're going to be making a star fruit and banana compote. So it's really a cake that is layered. So think about a big layered cake and you shrink it down into a jar. All right? But before we get started with that, the first thing I want to do is to show you how to make the banana compote. Now, last week I made jam, and yes, I'm in a preserve kind of mode. That's the person I am. I love making preserves. Whenever the fruits are in season, I love to make preserve. And after all, I have a preserve business. It's called Fruit Silly Preserves. So I feel honored that you're tuning in and I can show you how to make some preserve. And the type that we're making is a compote. So we're using star fruit and banana. These are the little bumpy bananas. I like them because they don't have a strong banana taste. They almost taste like another fruit, kind of like an apple to me. So I'm going to use that. I'm going to go ahead and make our banana compote. For the banana compote, and by the way, compote is French for cooked fruits. All right, so that's all it is, just a nice fancy French word. It's a type of preserve. So compote is French for cooked fruits. So in our saucepan here, I'm adding some water, about half of a cup, and then I'm going to add, this is approximately 6 little bumpy bananas and 2 star fruits. I'm gonna just put them in. And see that? This is what it looks like. Let me know if you guys can see. I think I want to add the rest of the water, so I'm just going to add that. So it's very important to cook the fruits so that it can pasteurize, so that when you're storing it, it doesn't grow molds. So that is the purpose of adding the water. So I'm going to cook the fruits for about 2 minutes. And then in this container, I have some brown sugar and some pectin. Last week I used white sugar. Who remember what I said pectin was? Pectin is a polysaccharide. It is extracted from the cell walls and skin of fruit and also from the juices of some fruits. It is a carbohydrate and it is used a lot in the jam making or the preserve making process. And what it does, it holds everything together. It thickens up everything and then gives it a nice sheen. So next time you're walking through the supermarket and you see the preserve aisle, check it out. The pectin is what sets the jam or the jelly or the compote or the fruit butter or the conserve, the pectin from the fruits. All fruits have pectin, but some have more than some. So when you can't get your natural pectin, you can just buy commercial pectin because they harvest it for us from the fruit. On my glove here, because in the kitchen you have to multitask. So while we're cooking our banana and star fruit, I want to start making the tamarind balls. And I like to do that in a glove. All right, so our jam is just off to the side. I'll let you see what it looks like in a bit. All right, guys, so let me say the tamarind ball lovers. I love tamarind ball. It's very nostalgic to me. I love buying it wherever I see it, okay? But I'm going to show you today how it is made. So in this container, I have some tamarind. Tamarind comes in a brown pod. I took it out, took off all the stringy membrane out, so now all we have is tamarind goodness, okay? For that, we will also need some sugar, both sugars, white sugar, brown sugar. You can add a little rum. I like to add rum to mine. I have some rum in this container, so I'm going to add some rum in, about a tablespoon of rum. And then we want to add some sugar. It's not a lot, so I'm adding like 1/4 cup of each sugar in, and then you go in with your hand. You can also add pepper to it. Sometimes I add cayenne pepper or some Scotch bonnet pepper for a nice little depth of flavor. And once the sugar is added, you just get your hand in there and just mix it together like you're kneading dumpling. Now I have a tutorial on how to make tamarind balls on my channel, Next in Food. So if you're new to the live and you have not yet checked out my YouTube channel, it is called Next in Food, and that is where I share all the Jamaican food that I love to eat at home with my family and also love to make. So I invite you to check it out. It's called Next in Food. And so you want to squeeze it until it comes together in one big ball, like a Play-Doh kind of texture. And we're almost there. Let me know if you guys can see it. Uh-oh, tamarind overboard. Just put it back in. I'm just adding a little bit more rum to my tamarind balls.
Like a fun. I
love the rum flavor on it. I also love pepper. I'm going to add a little cayenne pepper in a little bit. So, look at this. This is what the tamarind balls should look like when you add the sugar and the rum. You squeeze it into a ball, kind of like a Play-Doh. So I'm going to let this chill out a little bit, guys, and I'm going to go back to the banana and star fruit compote because it has been about 2 minutes. So this is the banana and the star fruit. And in this container, I have pectin and brown sugar. I'm going to also add white sugar. You can use 1 sugar, but I'm using 2. And you want to mix it around. It's very important to mix the pectin and the sugar together because the pectin is a starch or carbohydrate. It will lump on you. So when you mix it into the sugar, it delays that process. It doesn't lump as much. So in goes our pectin. Sugar.
He's asking what is a compote.
A compote is a French word for cooked fruit. Okay, so that's all it is. It's just a cooked fruit or a stewed fruit or fruits. Okay, guys, I wish you could smell this. The star fruit has a nice strong flavor and the banana combined with it. I saw these in the market yesterday and I was inspired to make this. So I hope you find this interesting. I'm going to use this as a filling for a cake. So I'm just going to let it hang out here and cook some more. I'm just going to grab my cayenne pepper for our tamarind balls. Where are we watching from? Remember to share the live. And for those who are just joining, remember to subscribe to the YouTube channel Next in Food. That is where you're going to get all the recipes that I love to cook at home in season 1, and then in season 2 I start doing all the chefy stuff. I want to share my love of cooking with you. So, you know, these are the simple stuff, and our traditional food is my passion, so I want everybody to know how to make it. So I'm showing you how to make the tamarind balls today. Let your friends know that Chef Walker-Barrett is on. Share the live. So I just added the cayenne pepper. I only added the cayenne pepper because I'm obsessed with everything spicy. Feel free to leave it out. Sometimes I add Scotch bonnet pepper. It just gives it an interesting taste. All right, so after a period of time of using the glove, the sugar and the tamarind starts to stick to it. So after you get it into a ball like this, you have to now remove the glove. Can't use the gloves anymore, especially these type. Let me just give my compote a stir. Let me just turn it all the way down. Okay, let it hang out there. All right, I have a jar here with some tamarind balls that I made up before. You guys can see everything. Let me know. Also, for those who are just joining, let me know where you're watching from. So this is what I'm gonna do. This bowl is a little bit deep, so I'm gonna just put it into this container so you can see it. All right, so we have our tamarind. I call it a dough. Okay, it's nice and sticky. So you want to make them as small as you like. So you pinch a piece off and you just roll it into a ball. Okay, isn't that cute? Very, very simple. After we roll it into a ball, we put it into white sugar. Tamarind is sour, and this tamarind, when I went to the market yesterday, I also saw tamarind, and I just bought a whole bunch of it because I love it. It's a little bit of work to shell it, but guess what? Cooking is an act of love. It's a labor of love. So I love to do it. And I want to thank you guys again for tuning in to my live. I know you could have been otherwise minded. So enough respect for that. So guys, remember to subscribe to the YouTube channel for the recipe. This is, I posted this today, and we're asking you to show us some love by subscribing, share the live, let somebody know that we're on. Okay, so I have a couple made up. See that? And I try and get them the same size. Don't worry if the sizes differ. Now, once it starts to get sticky, I like to put some of the brown sugar in the palm of my hands like this. And then just shake the white sugar on the tamarind ball. Is it looking familiar? Yeah, this is how tamarind balls are made. Then I take it up again and I just round it just to make sure the sugar stick. And I like to just double dip them in the sugar. And this is the tamarind balls. Very, very simple. How many of you have ever made tamarind balls?
Mark said, amazing watching you show your talents, man.
Thank you, Mark. All right, guys, so you can always give the gift of food. So you could make a jar of tamarind balls and just share it. Share it. So I just put them in a little jar. I'm going to make a couple more. And let me tell you a little secret with tamarind. If you eat too much of it, it's a laxative. If you eat too much of it, it will give you the run-ins. So go easy on them, all right? But it's not a bad run-ins. It's good. Sometimes you need to clean out the intestines. So tamarind is getting a moment. So when you see tamarind again, get the kids involved, you know, give it a little attention and make this tamarind balls. You just really need 4 ingredients: the tamarind, the sugar, the pepper, and the pepper is totally according to your taste, so it's optional, and some rum. Don't leave out the rum. Don't worry. The rum just takes it to a different level. But if you're not into drinking alcohol, feel free to leave the rum out. You could add a little vodka. For the alcohol lovers, for the non-alcohol users, you can just leave it out.
Kanisha Walker said, hi sis, I'm here.
Hi sis, thanks for tuning in. I'm making tamarind balls. For those who are just joining, you can get the full tutorial on how to make tamarind balls with a recipe on my YouTube channel. The channel is called Next in Food, one word. Go over there and subscribe. I also posted a potato pudding for those who've been asking. We posted a potato pudding up there, and let me tell you something guys, all the recipes that I post on the channel, they're good recipes, they're tested, they work once you follow them the way I instructed you to. So this is it for the tamarind balls. Anybody have any questions for me?
Pauline White said, remembering the sauce course that you took, you are amazing.
Thank you. Cooking is my passion, guys. I choose to go into culinary education. You know, I like to say to my students, I have been cooking way before WhatsApp, Facebook, and Instagram. I love to share. It makes me happy, you know. So when I was asked by a couple people to go live and do some cooking classes, I thought about it for like a whole 6 months before I did it, you know, but I'm glad I did, because here you are watching me from the comfort of wherever you are, and I really appreciate it. And so my live is just to introduce you to something, you know, teach you something, because that's in my nature. So here we are. Tamarind balls are ready.
Kanisha Walker,
Okay, Mount James is in the building. You know, Mount James is the home of Street Food Saturdays.
Yeah, shut up.
Let me just clean up. It's very important to clean as you go. So these are our finished tamarind balls. I'm going to take this away because we're done. And I think the compote is also ready. So guys, talk to me.
Bless Chelsea. I enjoy watching every Sunday evening.
Thank you guys for tuning in.
Kels, my mouth is watering.
Okay, our compote is ready. A compote is a little bit looser than a jam, which is fine. It is used in between cakes. You can use it along with meats and so on. So this is what our banana and star fruit compote looks like. I am going to use this to cool it down, and I'm going to use it to make our cake. All right, people, so I have banana cake. Remember I said I'm making a banana cream pie. I did a banana cake today for the YouTube channel. So we will upload that video sometime this week. You can go there and find the recipe for the banana cake. So I'm going to be using this banana cake to do a banana cream pie, and it's going to go into a jar. But before that, I want to cool the compote down a little bit. So I'm going to stir it for a while. In the interest of time, I made some pastry cream. The pastry cream is made with egg and milk and vanilla. Okay, so these are the components for our banana cream pie. So we have our banana compote, pastry cream, heavy cream, and banana. These are the things we'll need for our banana cream pie. Anybody have any questions for me? Oh, everybody just so silent today. You want to eat too much Sunday dinner? How it go? Talk to me, people. Let me know that you're watching. And and where you're watching from. How my Facebook people them so quiet? The Instagram people, why everybody so quiet? Alright. You're also going to need a pastry brush, a pastry bag. See how big my pastry bag is? Need a pastry bag. It's a little bit wet, so I'm going to just dry it. A pastry bag helps to contain everything. Let's check on our compote. Just give it a little stir. All right. Oh, I didn't taste it. That banana and star fruit, it's amazing how well it work together. So I have my little handy dandy. Isn't this board cute? It looks like a chopper. Okay, so I'm gonna take my banana bread out. If I could get it out of the pan, that would be nice. I'm gonna use a spatula, just go around the side. Again, for those who are just coming on, the banana bread recipe will be posted on the channel, the YouTube channel Next in Food. And this banana bread was baked today. And it's absolutely moist. Okay. All right, so let me see how am I going to work this now. So first I'm going to take half of the banana bread, put it back in the pan, and just take a couple slices, because we're going to layer banana bread, pastry cream, compote, and then we're going to go in that formation. Isn't that pretty? Let me see all of the banana bread lovers. I love banana bread. This is something we usually get at the coffee break, or something that you just bake because it's so easy to bake. All right, let me just clean up. So banana bread is sliced and ready. All the recipes for everything that I cook is posted on my YouTube channel Next in Food. If it is not posted, if it's not there now, it will be posted shortly. So that's where you can find the recipes. All right, guys, so attention, please. This is pastry cream, and this was made with evaporated milk, egg, cornstarch, and vanilla bean. Okay, that little black thing there is the vanilla bean pod. Vanilla bean is very expensive, but I like to splurge and have it. Okay, so this is our pastry cream. It's usually thick because it is thickened with both egg protein and starch. So you can thin it out by whisking it, and also by adding some lightly whipped cream to it. Okay, so I want to thin it out. See that? Isn't that pretty? All right, so here is our pastry cream goodness. I'm gonna leave some of this to put on top. So I'm gonna put these out of the way. And it's time to assemble our dessert. So you can choose to use small jars or a big jar. So tonight we're just going to use these small jars. I think this size is good for one person. And it's 4 of us, so I'm just making dessert for 4. You want to make sure you have your spoons, your spatula, everything that you need. Okay, so our banana bread is ready. What I want to do is to take my little cutter and cut the banana bread about this size. Okay, so I'm going to cut it with this little cutter right here. So this is what I'll do. Just put it down here and cut and cut. How cute is that? Okay, so you just cut and cut. If you don't have a cutter like me, like the one I have, you could just cut it freehand, no worries. It's all about the flavor for me. My motto in cooking is that taste is absolutely everything. So this is how we're going to assemble. So we put a piece of banana bread into the glass first. After we do that, I want to now put my pastry cream into my bag so that I can manipulate it a lot better. So I'm going to take out the whisk and the pastry cream goes into the bag. If you don't have a pastry bag, a spoon will do. So just scoop it all in. And patience, again guys, cooking is what? An act of love. So you gotta be patient with it. Okay, so it's going to start running through the nozzle. No worries, just hold it up like this. And then you just put it in. See that? You want to smother it in there. Just in a circular motion so it runs down. Then we rest it into this jar. And then we put some banana compote on top. All right. Then we put more cake right on top. Then you put some rum, because I like rum. All right, and then more pastry cream. This is, let me see those who have had pastry cream before. This is good stuff. This is made with cream and milk and eggs. And if you don't eat eggs, you could make it without eggs, you know, for a vegan-friendly pastry cream. And then we put our cake in again. So we start with cake and we end with cake. And then finally, we are going to put a nice little dollop of cream. See that? On top. And then that goes into the fridge. And everything gets chilled. So we have 3 little slices of banana bread. So we can see the compote. We can see the banana and the cream is on top. And then we're going to garnish it with some star fruits. So let's make some more. So 1 down. A whole lot more to go, right? So cake goes in. And pastry cream goes in. Then the banana and star fruit. It's like a little production line, guys. Banana and star fruit goes in. And so I'm using these flavors because these are the flavors that I have. All right. And the flavors that I like. So this could have been done with whatever cake you like. You can pick up a cake that is already baked at the store to make it easier. And then you can make the filling with anything that you like and you can add it in. Okay, so we're gonna put 1 more banana cake inside, a little bit of the rum, and then pastry cream. Okay, more banana compote. Now if you appreciate flavors and a good dessert, I promise you You will love this. All right, this is awesome stuff. And then kind of feel like I messed up with the production. Where are we now? Cream. Talk to me, people. And we put some cream on top. This is whipped cream that was just whipped with rum, vanilla, and a little bit of powdered sugar. All of this is going to set up into the fridge. Remember I said I have a family of 4, so I must make 4. So I'm going to go a little bit faster now. For those who are just joining, tell me where you're watching from. We made tamarind balls for those who are just joining. And for anybody who's interested in, I'm going to do this a little bit different. I'm actually going to put some pastry cream at the bottom of these last one. For those who are just joining, where are you watching from?
Patricia Brown said, I absolutely love banana bread.
Yes, my sister, banana bread is it. And you see the compote is getting thicker as it cools down. It just gets thicker and thicker. And the compote is something that you can just eat on toast or on biscuit. Okay? Especially this banana flavored one. You can make a strawberry compote. You can make a mango compote. You can make any fruits or fruits and vegetables into a compote. Where are the people watching from? Talk to me. I'm adding a little bit of rum. And more pastry cream. The piping bag just makes it easier to portion out the pastry cream. Give it a shake so that it can run down to the side. Make it look pretty. Okay. And then we do, you know what I'm going to do for this one? I'm actually, because I don't want to waste any of the cake. So this is something you can also do. You can crumb. You can use the crumb because this is cake, right? And you know the corners are the best. So you can crumb it up and you can put it in. Because this dessert is something that we're going to eat with a spoon. So all of that goodness is going to come out in one delicious bite. So you can choose to cut them, make them really fancy, or you can crumb your cake and put it in just like what I'm doing. So I'm going to put just a little bit more compote on top with a little pastry cream. And we're going to finish with our whipped cream. Who is still with me?
Patricia Brown said she absolutely loves banana bread.
Hi sis, you can find this recipe on the YouTube channel and make some banana bread. And when you guys make the recipes, you can tag us on Instagram at Next in Food. Let us see what you make. Okay, people. So I told you that I have 4 people in my family. So our 4 desserts are ready for the Facebook people. I'm just gonna put them on a board and chill them. So usually this would have been done if I'm having it for dessert. So we're gonna have this later on, or maybe tomorrow. You wanna chill it. You wanna have it when it is nice and cold. It's better when it's cold.
Ashley is watching from St. Croix.
Hi
US
Ashley.
Virgin.
Thanks for tuning in.
D Hart is watching from Toronto.
Thank you, DR. Thanks for tuning in. Have you guys shared the live? And for those who are just joining, I ask you to subscribe to my YouTube channel, Next in Food. That is where you are going to see all the delicious Jamaican comfort food that I like to cook for my family. So from my family to you, I'm sharing my absolute love of our wonderful and delicious Jamaican food. So tonight, tamarind ball, get in a moment, and we made a banana cream pie with freshly made banana bread. And guess what? We also have a fruit compote. I'm going to put it in my jar. And this is going to get eaten with bagel and cream cheese and biscuit, whatever we want to eat it on. So give banana a try. Banana is delicious. I added star fruit to this, and once you add the star fruit is in season. It doesn't even really taste like banana because star fruit has a strong flavor just like banana. So here we have our banana compote. I'm gonna cover that and store that. As a cover for that, we have our tamarind balls. Let's just make sure that you guys can see everything. So this is our banana cream pie in a jar. And in here we had banana cake, the banana star fruit compote, whipped cream and pastry cream. We have our tamarind balls that we made with only 4 ingredients. And the remainder of our banana compote that we're going to enjoy on bagel, on toast bread, on regular bread, on toast, or just straight from the jar. The compote is also good over some nice vanilla ice cream, and it goes on and on and on. You are only limited by your imagination what you can make. Food Saturdays is an experience, and I really thank everybody who makes Street Food Saturdays possible. We're 5 years old and going strong. Yay, 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 yay. How my Instagram people going?
Okay, my comfort food is that cheesecake with the OTET jam you made last week.
Yes, Kay. I will put the OTET jam recipe up on my channel. I promise. I promise. I promise. So again, guys, don't worry, no rush, as they say. Everything that I make will go onto the channel. It takes a little bit with the editing and just to get everything done with everything that I have going on. But the tamarind ball is up. The puddings are there, the bread pudding, the cornmeal pudding, the potato pudding, the mackerel rundown, a bag of things, a bag of Jamaican delicious stuff, and more to come. I'm gonna put these in the fridge. Just take them out of the danger zone so that they can chill. So if you have any more questions for me as it relates to food, let me know. Look at that. This is our banana cream pie, and we choose to serve it in a jar. All right, how is my Facebook people?
Louise Jackson said, I would eat some of that banana bread. Looking good.
Hello, my mother. My mother is always watching. Thanks for tuning in, mother. All right, guys, everybody's still there? How the state? Okay. So the tamarind balls, for those who are tuning in, tell me about your favorite memory with tamarind balls. I love them, you know, because the tamarind is so sour, and then the sugar just gives it a vibe, and then a little rum that we added onto it. Don't tell anybody, you know, the rum is optional, but it's important. So I'm going to cover, and this is how I have it, and my kids love it. They just help themselves to that. I need to find another jar for this. And then this is our banana compote. Look at that. You see how thick it is? Give banana a try. We love to eat crackers. This is absolutely amazing on crackers. So good.
Kelly, how long would you leave it in the fridge overnight?
What? The banana cream pie? Kelly, that's not going to even last overnight in my fridge with my family. They're going to eat it. But this dessert have a 3-day lifespan. You can have it in your fridge for 3 days and enjoy it.
Best Chelsea, I didn't hear where I can purchase a hot plate.
See?
Hot plate.
You mean the stove that I use? It's not a hot plate. It's actually a stove. But these things, all of these are the gadgets that I use. I buy them on Instagram. I mean, Amazon. I said Instagram. I purchase them on Amazon. So that's where I get the stuff because it's easy to find stuff there.
Okay. Do you have to add commercial pectin to all jams?
No, definitely not. But it just makes the process easier. It goes faster because the pectin is harvested for you already. You don't have to try and extract it out of the fruit that you're cooking. So I prefer that route. Some jams, like a guava, the pectin is in the seed. And so when you're extracting the pectin from the fruit itself, the jam making takes longer. But when you use a commercial pectin that is actually also harvested from fruits, it makes the process faster. So that's why I like to use it. Any more questions? All right, guys, thank you so much for tuning in to the live this evening. I'll see you next week. I will let you know if I'm going to come on and maybe what I'll be making. You can send me a message, tell me what you would want to see me make, so I can prepare to make that. But thank you for tuning in and looking at how we make compote, which is a type of preserve, and our lovely Jamaican tamarind balls, and of course the banana cream pie. And for those who want the banana bread recipe, let me show you. The banana bread recipe will be posted on the channel. And let me tell you a little something. This banana bread was actually made with 50% whole wheat flour because I love whole wheat. And this one I added nuts and oats on top because I love whole grain and nuts. So this is how versatile you can get when you're making a banana bread. And this one is plain because my husband wanted his plain. So I just keep one plain and then jazz up one. All right. These recipes will be posted on the channel very shortly, so you can get the banana bread recipe. But I encourage you to go on, subscribe, share, comment, and like.
Louise Jackson said I used to make the tamarind balls and sell them at school.
I know my mother, yeah. And that's my mother, for those who don't know. All of what I cook, I learned it from her. She inspired me to be the chef I am today. I remember everything. These are some things that my mother used to make and sell. And now I'm making and sharing them with you for free. So you guys are so blessed, and I feel extra blessed that you take the time to watch me cook and to learn from me. I'm just eating this goodness, the banana breadcrumb. Absolutely amazing. Amazing. So guys, guess what? I want to go and eat, so I'll see you next week. Subscribe to the channel Next in Food. Follow us on Instagram at Next in Food and at Street Food Saturdays to see what we're going on with. And I'll see you next week Sunday, God's willing, where I'll show you another one of my Jamaican comfort food and also my take on just food in general. Take care and see you then, and be safe. Adios.